back. Can I remind you that you're still under oath? Is it correct? Am I right in assuming that you will continue testifying in Mandinka? One question that I wrote down that I did not get to ask you was probably one of the most preliminary questions. Apart from ENSA BADJIE, are you known by any other name? That was not my question. My question was, are you known by any other name? And that should come from the witness. I mean...
Sorry for that. Jesus, well, not nicknamed.
Yeah, that's true. I am called Jesus also. That's my nickname.
I think that clarifies the matter. Prior to the break, you were telling us about how you were arrested. And you told us about where you were detained. You told us that you were at the Mile 2 prison in the maximum security wing, if I'm correct. You told us about multiple occasions when you were taken out of prison to the NIA headquarters in Banjul. And you were tortured by NIA officials. Before you continue telling us more information about what happened to you, can you tell us the date on which you were arrested?
I was arrested on the 3rd of March.
2010.
2010.
At around 12 to 1 o'clock p.m.
Around 12 to 1 p.m.
And in fact, you surrendered yourself, is that correct?
Yes, that's true. I personally went to them and surrendered myself. I told them, here I am, take me.
Can you continue telling us what happened to you? You mentioned a few times when you were tortured, I believe about 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. As well as any charges that were levied against you subsequently.
Menketa, on the 13th,
what happened on the 13th, if I remember correctly, at night?
Alaji Job Nantan Kamanaselo Kona Ensamba prison David La Office Auto.
Alaji Job came for me from my cell and took me to the office, Jumala Office Auto.
David La Office Auto. David Cole, building member prison Kono Nidunda.
The building, if you enter the prison premises, the building in front there.
Light benunje birim findita inte bondi nin koma silola.
When I came through the back way, when they took me out.
Sutiata jela few meters ngabukar sala jeloring anin korkaba ngamen long kendeke.
When I came very near to the place, I saw 2 people whom I know very well, Korkaba and Bukari Sala.
Because now long birim benum bansang benum kamburama daboya nkotoma former IG 13 baji.
I knew them very well when I was staying at Bansang because my brother Tatin Baji, he took me there for me to stay there.
So mbedo kwala.
I was there walking.
Birim futata jerek yeng handcuff koma.
When I arrived there, they handcuffed my hands behind my back.
Prison officer and Simen Sute men samba Alaji Job and one inspector Nuha Dabo Abota Kalaji Ngolong Kendeke.
The prison officers who took me were Alaji Job and Nuha Dabo. I know Nuha, he's from Kanlaji.
Ngate taras Lorinje Nko Nuha ko ifele ben sambala Bukar Sala nin Korkaba. Fengo fenketa na yafo namule konyu mofulole.
I told Nuha that now they are taking me away, but if anything happens to me, is Bukarsala and Korkaba. You can tell my people.
Wotumo Korkanim Bukari la masko na fonye saba.
By that time, Korka and Bukari had already worn their masks over their faces.
Officer Sol Bebe Lorinje.
All the officers were also standing there.
Yendundi pick up okono koma sirangoto.
They put me on board a pickup in the back.
Yen sandwich tema.
They sandwiched me.
Mbe fintila motobe mu flareg yenying $2 imbusota ya bulankangoto.
When the vehicle was going out, this $2 nylon bag was placed over my head.
Ya sitting kangoto.
They tied it around my neck.
Mbukan nijino.
I cannot breathe.
Na try ka struggle nyaonya.
I tried and I struggled anyhow.
Fombuso nka fele ninga inhale nga king. Nga kete nga demanding kundu purunga fonyoso.
What I used to do is I used to blow air in the nylon bag. When it becomes a little bit wide, I'll try to breathe. What I usually do is I bite it off so that I can have air to inhale.
Yensamba ole nyama for NIA.
That's how they took me to the NIA.
Wosuto.
That night,
Yang Selende Santo, Nidunta NIA, Ibedune la reception auto, you turn right, there is a stair upstairs.
They took me upstairs. When you go into the NIA, the building you face, there is a staircase which you climb and go upstairs.
Towards their conference room.
Towards their conference room.
Dunda conference room to Dabeng.
When we entered the conference room,
but Umar Cham was the head of the torturing team that night.
They started beating me up, but Omar Cham was head of the people who were beating me.
Because I worked with them near Doko.
Because I know all of them. I worked with them before.
So yembute biri pareta suto yenjindinang.
After they beat me up at night, they brought me down. I was bleeding. I was downstairs when I saw they also brought Kulute Mane. They took me back and they took Kulute Mane upstairs.
Before you continue, Mr. BADJIE, you mentioned that Omar Cham was the head of the torturing team. Do you recall how many people were part of that team? How many people were torturing you at the time?
I think there were either 4 or 5 people.
Apart from Omar Cham, did you recognize any of the others?
I know Korka, I know Bukari. They picked me and took me up. They were all there. My head was in a bag.
You said they were hitting you. What were they using?
High tension cable.
High tension cable.
This high tension or member banda.
Not these small wires. It's the high tension cable, the thick ones, that's what they were having.
And were all of them beating you?
I can say that they were all beating me. Some were kicking me.
Were they saying anything to you while they were beating you and kicking you?
Yes.
The target is you.
Well, that's it. They said the target is me.
The target is you. The statement or sign. The target is you.
What they were saying is that the target is you. You refused to sign the statement. Why didn't you sign the statement?
So, back to maximum security wing.
When they took Kulute upwards, I was taken down and returned to the maximum security wing. I was in the cell and I was bleeding at the same time. If I talk, blood comes out of my mouth. If I go to the toilet, it's all that all comes out is blood. I was alone in my cell. They were afraid to take me to the hospital.
Mbeje fameta.
I was there till for some time.
One day, Buba Jata, I think he's a commissioner, prison officer, Abela medic side.
I think one day Buba Jata is a prison officer at the medic side.
Alata kola wala nan survived.
With God's help, he's the person who made me to survive.
Atel nata ni waf kujabe akonye agin tebulala in this condition. Membe kelale but B will make sure that ngesamba hospital loto ibital diakuya.
He came there that day with wife Kujabi and they said, IG, we will not leave you like this. Whatever is going to happen, let it happen. But we will not leave you here. We are going to take you to the hospital.
Baba Job Beloring and Lamin Dabo may execute.
Baba Job was there standing with Lamin Dabo, the Dabo they executed.
Single bay.
By that time, I cannot even stand on my legs. I cannot walk.
Because that day, Somanda Emanna Samba, so by 2 o'clock,
that day, they didn't take me in the morning. Then by 2 o'clock in the afternoon,
Statak yellow bondi is just like Nini so kuntung kuntung, clotted blood, aketa hipped.
Then I started bringing out clotted blood, which became so much, it looked like a heap. It comes out of my mouth. That was the time when Baba Joe became wild. He went after them.
Then inata buba ko fonyela ben sambala then alata kola buba e Musa Sanyankili were escort hospital auto by 5 p.m.
That was the time when Buba said yes. In fact, I already informed him that we will take him to the hospital. That was the time when they called Buba Sanyang and he escorted me to the hospital.
Musa Sanyang escort to the hospital in a truck.
Musa Sanyang escorted me to the hospital in a truck.
Dr. Sanyang netara on duty ngani nkatola kwenye is from Demban.
I found Dr. Sanyang on duty. I asked him his name. He said he is from Demban.
So Mbeje after Murundinam.
I was there. Later on, I was brought back.
Borite Hospital.
There was no medicine at the hospital.
I prescription or men's of embodying kanati.
The prescription he wrote, it is my relatives who used to buy that medicine and bring it.
After in detain out of communication.
That was how they detained me there, out of communication.
After Ngaji Silabaf Nati, who was unconscious, Silaba Samate, Utuma Ketudaya, Nikale, Doeja Muta, Doeja Muta.
That was the time they brought Silaba Samate into the hospital. He was unconscious, but they dragged him right into the hospital.
No, Yanati Casolto.
Into the
maximum security.
Into the maximum security prison.
So, Mbeje,
I was there.
Itata false charges against me.
They made false charges against me.
Those charges are malicious.
They were malicious charges.
Fabricated.
Unfounded.
And it's all lies.
All made of lies.
And I know it is the directives of the president, the former president, Yahya Jammeh.
And I know it was the directives from the president, former president, Yahya Jammeh.
Can you give us an idea of what those charges were and how you know that it was a directive from the former president?
What to be for Molia Kenya long and Yalo Nyari Lekoy Botana Yahya Jammeh Blue?
Ni Yahya Jammeh do ko kele.
I worked with Yahya Jammeh
for Sanji Fula, very close.
For 2 years, and we were very close.
I
know how he operates.
I can only use against people.
He uses people against other people.
Because nothing yunte hanyila kante torture. Yunte hanyila yemenke na kakena. Niman directives.
That's how I knew that it was him. What they did to me, I knew those people, they didn't have the daring mind to do that with me, to do that to me without orders from Yahya Jammeh.
Brimbe kumboka ye mobile ole kendato. I don't know who Jumale be lamoeka at the other end.
When I was crying, they put a mobile on my mouth. I don't know who was listening at the other end.
But
I believe that it was him.
Mbeje after a starter Kansamba court.
I was there, and later on they started taking me to court.
Armed robbers will arrest, you only use as witnesses against me.
The armed robbers that I arrested were used against me as witnesses.
Yen charged 51 counts with the promise that Kwebe ol bulalale.
They charged me with 51 counts, promising them that they will be released.
Ranging from economic crime,
ranging from economic crimes,
armed robbery,
armed robbery,
house breaking, store breaking, sub breaking,
and
other charges.
Plus other charges, which I don't know about.
Yensamba court, there is no complainant to it.
They took me to court when there was no complainant.
A key witness who was Commander ASP Balo Job.
The key witness, Commander ASP Balo Job.
Biranata ako all the charges against Nte Kulute Mamatar is false. There is no complainant.
When he came, he said all the charges against me, Kulute and Mamatar, were all false. There was no complainant.
The judge was Amadi. Amadi had to excuse him. Amadi case ni murinda afang excuse from the matter with the DPP Minkailu. Ofana afang excuse from the matter.
The judge Amadi decided to excuse himself from the case, plus Minkailu, the judge, who also decided to excuse himself from the case. They took me back. I was there. We were in prison.
Later on in Atam Samba, before Emmanuel Nkia, who was promoted from a magistrate to a high court judge.
Later on they took me and I stood in front of Manuel Nkia, who was promoted from a magistrate to high court judge.
When the case started, then Ikpala, the other judge, Yensamba Mayor,
he took my case, and the other judge, Ikpala, whom they took me to,
Wonata Amanso Ngana Sedol Kili Animburi Ture problem Basotoji.
He refused, that man refused me to call my witnesses. That's where he had a serious problem with Buriture. And I told him that I have witnesses. He said no, he made his own ruling and convicted me for life in jail.
Life, 35 years, 6 months.
Life, 35 years,
life,
6
life,
months.
35 years, 6 months.
Life, 35 years, 6 months.
Men fango sunyaro ke pahari soronun 9 years.
Those who did the real stealing, Pahari locked them up for 9 years.
Anung alamun sedote birimbe nyun bondila teleto muso men fango nata ngaje nun janne fango.
And God is Allah is my witness. When this was going on, the woman who came there, I saw her here.
Abejane, Auntie Ida.
She is here, Auntie Ida. She came and did the coverage for the TV.
Biriyan Sorong Yang arranged another matter at magistrate's court.
When I was convicted, they arranged me for another matter at the magistrate's court. That one also, they said, I have been convicted for 6 months.
So
that's how I was there like that till one day.
Inata Yenkama Iko drug squad
They came and picked me up and said it was the drug squad who wanted me. I went there, Fodebari took me into his office.
Fodebari konyeko directives lenata ko yete tumi ko emufa Palmarima Johnson ya nyabondi yedofa Bakote Johnson ya nyabondi.
He told me that there is a directive which arrived here, and you have been accused of killing a person at the Palmarima Junction. You decided to take out his eye, and you killed another person at Bakote, and you took out that person's eye also.
And then again, Nti.
And again, myself.
Hatib
Jane. Baka.
And Dolbeje Mbol told Dilela in paper because they are in senior, they are in Ibe Masakundala Palasku Malta, among proper Purunge told Faja. There
are other people who are holding high positions right now in the government, but I will write down their names and give them to you. They said I have a drug bunker with those people.
Hatib was detained at Holgam and in Fenke Baka. You will be detained.
Until Hatib was arrested with Baka and were detained at the Holgam place. All that plotting against me was.
Yaya Jammeh is behind it.
Yaya Jammeh was behind it.
Sentence to death.
Because in the Gambia here, if you kill a person, they sentence you to death.
The 9 people you executed.
I would have been among the 9 people who were executed.
But Fodebari
I wish to extend my sincerest thanks to him.
Then Tata office to conference hall.
When he told me that, I told him, are you joking? Then we went to another office at the conference hall. Myself, Fode Bari,
Pa Habibumbai, Yaya Jata, Babukar Jata Doma,
Yaya Jata, Babukar Jata's younger brother,
Kunchi,
Pa Mudu Jara.
Then ye born in Dundinang, Konoto.
And the boy was brought in.
Bria nati boy nja starta kakumbo. Fode kai ko nga fo nembe Jesus nati la Jesus fele.
When he came in, he started crying. Fode told him that, but we told you that we will bring Jesus. Now, here is Jesus.
So, boyo kate diamola tomu keba jajulti. He's a younger brother to Fanta BADJIE, late Solomon Jamela wife.
The boy's name is Keba Jaju, a brother to late Keba Jaju's wife, Fanta BADJIE.
So, akonga nyoje nka intesonna.
He said, let us see secretly. I said, no.
So, Fode Bari konye na eta, ntata koma.
Fode Bari told me, now, go and see him. Then we went behind.
Ntata ja konye ko former IA deep. That was then the present director of Drug Squad, Benedict Jame, Animpa Habibumbai, Walla Samba HI, Konayanyim for they'll give him a ticket to go to Germany.
Then he told me that it was Pahabibumbai, Aninjuma, and Benedict Jame. They told him that if you say these things, Jame will give you a ticket where you will go to Denmark.
So Germany, so Mutanang office, sorry. Then the boy himself then
when we came back into the office, and the boy himself narrated everything to Fode Bari and others. We were there, it was in fact during daylight.
Then Fode Bari, I sura kango fa ako chapande am lidumuna dem because then hamne luñ tumal ki ye fen la legi haral ma call ben si bopam mu ñew.
That was the time when Fode Bari said he insulted in Wolof and said, this cannot go on. All what they accused this man are all lies. Let me call Ben himself, let him come.
Then Fode Bari, I Ben called Ben Nata and then apologize. I could open that in Anka Fata Kodola. Fode Bari Besiri.
That was the time when Ben came in. He decided, he apologized and he took out money and wanted to give it to me. I told him I don't need it. Fode Bari was sitting down.
So inata emurundi kasoto.
They took me back to the jail. When I was pardoned, I think many people saw it on television. What I wanted to say, I know if I say that, they'll take me back to jail. And I was ready to say that.
Then na in-law I am ma call because very long diamu I could have intel nyanta kera mo flanya go menyanta ka diamu. But ente sambale to 20-something position. Purunga diama whilst na mbama be diamu kani.
After Lang spoke, it was my turn to speak. But they took me to the position of 20-something in the row for me to talk. But they called my mother. During that time, I was talking to my mother.
My
mother told me that if you do anything else which doesn't go along with the right line, I will never forgive you if I don't see you.
Then nko ngamaikta nkombe Gambia in and out control na diaspora be control na be tentula be jaina.
That was the time when I took the mic. I said I'm extending greetings to the whole Gambia, both in the people in the country and the diaspora.
Nko yente to me mena is all lies ngafoten.
What I said was all what they accused me of were all lies.
Yen soro mena wuliale.
What they jailed me for was a lie. That's where I stopped. I handed the microphone back.
Then
me,
torture.
Those who tortured me, including Yaya Jammeh himself, I have forgiven them because of Allah. I forgive them because of Allah.
Because after the impasse, bring problem
after this impasse, when a problem occurred in Fonyi,
then former CDS, Lantombon Tamba, Ablai Kujabi and others, Ganyo mobilized in Tata Fonyi Tola for 3 days that let them accept the new regime.
Myself, Lantombon Tamba, and former CDS Juma,
Ablay Kujabi
Ablaye
Buri
Kujabi,
Kolinyol.
Borikoli, we mobilized and decided to go back to Foyi and talk to them, let them accept the new regime.
Nga fault on kwente yamfuta many mbute many nafiki yake ani ya jame yamfute bela.
That's where I said it. I said those who beat me, those who were the hypocrites, those who planned against me, I have forgiven them all.
Yamfutela natranun tenga mang natranun naduko make nyama.
I told them that I forgive them all. If I have not done my job properly,
Tendu ya jame fango biate baluri.
by now Yaya Jammeh wouldn't be alive.
Nal hachiloba kan there was a day.
If you can remember, there was a day,
2009
2009,
at the airport adunta flight kono.
at the airport he joined a flight.
Flight nyinka dimba bondi.
There was fire coming out of the
Mo
flight.
bebe loring around 3 p.m.
People were there because it was daytime around 3 p.m.
Teleborda lota flight nyato.
I ran and stood in front of the flight.
Nko flight tita. I alaji sise kinanka alaji afo echi as long as I'm his IGP. I'm saying that flight nyintita.
I said this flight will not take off. As far as I am the IGP, the flight will not take off. He sent Alaji Sise to me. I told him, go and inform him that I am the IGP. As far as I'm concerned, this flight will not go.
Then I Martin Fanankina nga the same response diala.
He sent Martin also. I gave him the same response.
Anunga memfonga minle.
And what I said, I meant it.
Amanka ateda malebeje mu minister Jamal lebe odula.
He was not the only one on board that flight. There were many ministers on board that flight.
Ajita na wole nyama aje menbelori be kumbokan.
He came down. When he looked around and saw people who were standing around were crying,
then wo lungoleng ako now is the time I have of one of the best IGP. I will declaration over the national television.
that was the day he declared that he has one of the best IGPs. He made it over television.
Ate kilingole nata lo koteke on the 22nd of July 2010, Akona IGP with Director Roscoe, they are all criminals. It's the same person.
It's the same person who stood over the TV on the 22nd of July and said that my IGP plus most of my senior directors are all criminals.
I'm happy of the TRC.
Truly speaking, I am very happy about the TRRC. And I came here, nobody coerced me to come here. Nobody corrupted me, and I said what I knew.
Because
if I didn't say this for people to hear, people were just looking at me with those eyes.
I'm a criminal.
That I am a criminal.
Because he controlled everything in the Gambia at that time.
Truly speaking, to God, at that time, Yaya Jammeh controlled everything in this country.
Even the judiciary.
He controlled it.
Nala Chiloba and Birako Pakistani Chief Justice Menata Jang, Wakaiko, the laws are good. Akai, yes, the laws are good. Akai, the judiciary is independent. Yaya Jammeh Kaiko, no. Remember, the steering is part of the vehicle.
You remember when the Pakistani Chief Justice came here, he said the laws are good, the judiciary is good. Yaya Jammeh himself said no. The steering of the vehicle
was part of the vehicle.
I'm extending my sincerest thanks to you. I am very happy. I cannot name all of you. I am happy. All what happened to me. If I want to say everything that happened to me, we will be here till tomorrow. All what we are narrating today was committed all by Yaya Jammeh. Some people who were there, it was because of fear that was in them.
For 10 years in Abuka affairs.
I can say that you can be a minister for 10 years, you will not have any business with him.
But Niketa Interior or IGP or Director of NIA, Watole Kalon Jumale Yaya Jammeh.
But if you become a minister of the Interior, the NIA, or Minto, or the NIA
Director or
IGP, you will know who Yaya Jammeh is. I'm happy. I'm very happy. My sincere greetings to all of you may Allah protect you for you to complete the job you are doing in peace and harmony. May Allah protect you from evil as Allah protected Kaaba from the Kafirs.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam tankandi nyameng memalla dinola.
May Allah protect you as He protected the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Medameng mbeng nkontantale bare hani bin sa fale ning suma sita nin tata kamoto yelo nkawol nati hani bi.
I am happy, but I would like to inform you up to now, when the cold season comes in, if I go to toilet, I still bring out blood.
Boedobeje yo fanan tocho fa nya kilingo a lustala wo fanan banta just month before last wo fanan banta.
There was a boy who was tortured so badly that he lost one eye, but unfortunately he died last month.
You useless against me ka fa ni manyim from bekelaten and yemen for ole kala ya torture birabota prison I mul kila ko ngayam fai.
When he was arrested, they told him, if you don't say these things against this man, we will torture you. And they did what they told him. But after he was released from prison, he came to apologize me.
Silaba samate memfangu ko kunton koti biriembula en kolle anata na korato sinya saba hizi Gambia anata can apologize.
Silaba samate, the head of the whole thing, after he was released, he came to apologize me. In fact, he came to my home 3 times.
Ana barindimo.
Plus his niece. I have forgiven everyone from Yaya Jammeh to the last man, and I did it because of Allah. And I'm appealing to you.
Because many in Telepa, many in Lanka, and Dolbeje, this present regime le alter.
There are some people who beat me up, but and somewhere I'm employed by this present regime. So please, don't make recommendations for them to be sacked. Please, I am appealing. Because those people are family heads. It was a destiny, it was destined by Allah that I will go through this hardship. When I went through this, I came to know a lot of things in this world.
Within 3 days. Before I
went to jail, I didn't even know the first Surah Bismillah. But during my jail, I read the Quran up to the end, and I can translate the Quran in 3 days. Well, we all know one another. If this had happened to my brother, we will not be saying this thing today, because we are different. But for me, I have forgiven. I have forgiven. I have forgiven.
Maybe Nini Siwakacha later. But names all ngamen foye about those drug bonkani. If you bring a paper, I can give you their names.
Yes, there are certain things which I cannot reveal here. And those names that I promise to give you, if you give me pen and paper, I will write those names for you.
Thank you very much, Mr. BADJIE. In fact, I do have a few follow-up questions.
Baraka bake Mr. BADJIE. Ñini karol fang be mbulel nafta kam ke ñini kamilla.
You're referring to the names that you promised in relation to the murder case that was that they were trying to charge you with. Is that correct?
Ako ye mo fa kumo mem fo wo tolu menu ke fo nya be dendi wole la bang.
Hani nying yente mi men tumi e bo men samba ya jam ya ka fa en tol nga drug bon kale soto. Foi hatib arrest ye baka arrest ka all detained in cells. So for the bari ko janda albitani en kamala albitani modol kamala, they are high position officers alimbatu nga Jesus na de mbeo names all la ntol to fono la jang.
The names he's referring to are the names who were accused that they had a drug bunker, including him. So the boy who was promised a ticket that they'll give him a ticket to go to Germany, this thing is in connection with those people until they arrested Hatib and Baka.
So just to be clear, the reason why you've given us Hatib Jana's name and Baka's name is because they were arrested. So that information was already out there.
pour kuwole senia ni aje Hatib Jani tofu molie ani Baka katungoli ye mutanunne pour
Ye
record ni senia.
ye mutanu wrongfully and ye detained Holgam drug squad laudulato under the leadership of Benedict Jame.
They were arrested and detained wrongfully at Holgam under the leadership of Benedict Jame.
For the bari my initiative use can take it before. Alpha ibela hajol tinyalano.
If Fodebari hadn't called me to come and face this boy, these elder people would have been in trouble. They will destroy all their image and tarnish their image very badly.
Can you give us Baka's full name?
Baka atutondi atuna kontongo.
Ntol daltala imaje ay muroso da ka keje Baka 1.
Well, Baka, we know one another, but I cannot remember his full name, but he has a vehicle where he wrote Baka 1.
For the other names, I will allow you to write it on a piece of paper, and we will probably come back to that.
Woto mal ma solale proyecto sa fe kaito ba nimpare tambe muruna wala ko kan.
Nyinatale ka foye fango.
I forgot to say this.
Birin tata Lundon tata lopitan yang operate.
When I went to the hospital one day, I was operated on.
Elafta kang admit
They wanted to admit me
at a private block.
at a private block,
But a doctor nyintema blame because aman system onye long.
but I don't blame the doctor because he didn't know the system.
Nkoye ko motente admit lajang. I prefer to die in prison than to die here.
I
went back to prison.
I told them nobody will admit me here. I will rather die in prison than die in this place here.
Can you also include the name of the boy who you said was promised an air ticket to go to Germany?
It's called Atomu Keba Jajuleti.
What happened to him in the end?
Keba Jaju, what happened was
Kebajaji, what happened to him is something like
Very amazing.
very puzzling.
Biring ye Keba nati Keba ko ye memfae pura for against me pura ticket diala. Ako in fact atebe driving the state house. Aka isi pick up 120 le Borindi.
When Keba came, he said what they told him to say against me. He said he was a driver at State House. He used to drive a pickup, SH120, SH120.
Akoni e molfa ateleka o body sol nyika kaye samba ki dispose.
He said when people are killed, he used to take away their bodies to dispose them.
Birayo forek.
When he said that,
Wayatara Fudebari a Ben Kola Nata, Fudebari ko Keba Iba Sambala Kodle for giving false information to a public officer.
that was the time when Ben had already arrived. That was the time when Fodebari said they will take Keba to court for giving officers false information.
Fudebari ni ya jata ko fue nyin charge ya charge le adundi selo kono bare ma hanye ka samba court because ni asamba court asinyin kuma do fuji.
Fodebari and Yaya Jata said they will charge him and take him to court. He was in fact put in a cell, but they didn't charge him because they know that the moment he stands in court, he will divulge this information there.
Keba ya detained jail for 10 months because Ndoma Tijan BADJIE was also detained there.
Keba was detained there for 10 months because my younger brother, Tijan BADJIE, was also detained there.
How old was Keba Jaju at the time?
Keba abinu sangi jelela
Keba atambita sanje tani sela manke dindingwati.
Keba was above 18 years. He was not a small boy.
Perhaps you can write down the names so that our able usher can sit down, and then we will continue. And from what from what you've said, Mr. BADJIE, the names of these individuals, as well as your name in relation to this particular issue, as well as Hatib Jane and Baka,
Exactly.
as far as you're concerned, these were false allegations that were cooked up.
Mo komite afanya me nyin tolye min sa fejani te fangala ko kono anim Baka aning Hatib ite komite la foro to ko ngimbe mutu mirol timi alon ko man soto toñanteng.
Ha, wala keta hani tonya kelinteje.
Yeah, that's true. Even a single iota of truth is not in this.
Our target was Kambundi.
His target was to remove me.
Why do you think Yaya Jammeh put so much effort into trying to remove you, as you put it?
Ite yaje nana ko yaje me ayala kato beke kaje ko ko ya fanya me pour que bondi ke bondi policier.
Abebu kafo.
Well, not everything can be revealed.
Ateka jele konka challenge.
What he thought was that he sees that I used to challenge him.
And ajele na kudolke ntebuka song.
And he saw that sometimes when he does certain things, I don't agree.
So atelala na just like a day like today.
He will not believe in me. He will not trust me, just like a day like today. Me, I am not afraid. I will not hide.
Even in prison,
Even in prison, what I say,
kata court,
to go to court. When I go to court, what I say is always the same thing.
Lastly,
Our court, lastly,
when
people close from work at 4,
prison 3:30, we start the court from 4 to 6 p.m.
They pick us from the jail at 3:30, then we start the court from 4 to
6 o'clock.
To 6 o'clock.
Wotumo the curriculum follow bira starta o musomandalde bare birin silaba borra silaba starta kadiama borta kabo lungola talanani lenka court start for 6 ni moljita watole kantol samba.
Initially it used to start in the morning, but from the point when Silaba started talking to the point when he absconded, that was the time when they started taking us to court from 4 p.m. downwards.
So to be clear, the sentences that you got, which are life, and 35 years and 6 months, were in relation to economic crimes, the 51 counts that you told us about.
Comme nga kuole senia ite ye sorong minna comme coming for life
35 years
6 months 51 count ye 2 minna
abebe
dendi wala
yen soro men life 35 years wamu robbery case letting.
What I was jailed for, life, 35 years, was because of that robbery case.
Then 6 months onying iko ntele kwe baka bulabiria muta traffic auto maje baka fangonata akotonya ateje the police officer, the traffic officer sao fanana akotonya ateje still yensoro fanana.
Well, when I was arrested and charged, they said I said that let them release Baka. But Baka himself came back there and said that this is not true. Then the traffic officer himself also came and said that this is not true.
Because Baka mutanon traffic offense now for only seat belt.
Baka was arrested for traffic offense only because of the seat belt.
Then,
but if despite all that, they jailed me for 6 months.
Then Emmanuel Nkia.
Then Justice Emmanuel Nkia.
Atele na case kulute mamatar ni silabala case ta.
He took about my case kulute mamatar and silaba.
Wherein the former judge Justice Amadi resigned from the case and the former DPP Minkailu Abdallah.
When former Judge Justice Amadi and Minkailu Abdallah, DPP, when they excused themselves from the case.
Aten told Sorong, each of us 5 years with effect from the day of our arrest. Taranung ngasanji lulu fanke kasoto or sanjinan.
He jailed us each for 5 years, but at that time we had already spent 4 years in the jail.
You said that while you were IGP, during an incident at the airport where you said there was a defect with the plane that President Jammeh was on,
iko wato minne be IGP yala wato ibe airport to kabirin kulunti la e problem soto ninge.
You said that the reason why the airplane did not fly out is because essentially you grounded it.
Ko mi atina kulunti la fango manti kato itata lo anyatole.
As IGP, what gave you the authority to ground an airplane at that time?
And item IGP wato mune o sembo ditela pour kaje ko kata lo kulunti la nyato.
Because ngankale.
Because I swore
Kabanko kanta aning Gambia dingol niol ke kanta.
To protect the Gambian people and the Gambia as a country.
Wala tina ngaji be ko na nyantole ngalo flight ni nyato wala ensamba lota nyato nkai jina.
This is why I said it is my right to ground that flight, and I stood in front of the flight to tell him that he should come down from that
IGP.
Because I was the IGP at the time.
There are other service chiefs menbeje bare moma noma nteda mapet.
There were other service chiefs present, but none of them did anything. I was the only person.
Because mubuka hani.
Because they were all afraid.
That was Wolungo Fangoleng Ngadani Roke Musambubla Kuala, I recall.
That was the day I appealed to him because of Musambub, and he was brought back.
Because Musambub benun embassy in US, I okili wonata alaftanya kasida olangaiko sa nyimbula emuru na mutala dimbal beje biri Musa muta omansonkana.
Musambub was working at our embassy. When he was recalled back to the country, he decided to forget that man or marginalize him. But I told him, sir, don't leave this man like that. Then Musambub went back, but he refused to come back.
Nga Musambub called nti Musambub ani ya jame fango belori.
Myself, I called Musambub, myself, Musambub, Yaya Jamme. We were standing together, and everybody was looking at us. That's where I appealed to him about Musa's case. But when Musa went back, he didn't come back.
Musa ainte mutale kado birimba koto akan take care. So obviously ninga kuje menkana nsano as an IGP mbala plasoto mbakelele.
Because when I was under Musa, he looked upon me as a younger brother. So this is why I had to intervene. So I did my best to allay the situation, how things were happening. But when Musa went back, he didn't come back.
So from what I understand, it's not within your authority as IGP to ground airplanes, but you chose to do so on that day because you felt you were the only one who could do it.
Comme nga faham nyaming oto mankete la doko te mantre la kala pour kata lo kluntele nyato bare kabri yaje ko etelon IGP wato inata je ko jarita pour eta lo kluntila la akana kluntila ta kanati
ma authority soto but as an IGP, as a police officer, you are there to prevent life and property, take care of lives and property. Take more member of flight kono, Minister Jamal Lebeji. Tolbe kono te malo member keri, tolmembe duman, tolbenga ne member keri. As nga feel ko ninyim flight tata, abe problem cause lale, ole mburindi lota flight nyato nga jindina.
Well, as IGP, my job was to protect people's lives and the Gambia. And there were many people there. But when I saw what was happening, this is what made me run and stand in front of the flight so that it will be grounded. Because there were many people on board that flight. A lot of ministers were on board that flight. So this is why I took it upon myself to stop the flight. Because we all saw what was happening.
At a few weeks, Biriko Yari flight Jankata, Pulkata, France, Amamfutano, he had to return back. Emergency Fiancot.
Because he himself, after that incident, when they repaired the plane, a few weeks later, he wanted to fly to France, but the plane was unable to go. He went up to some distance and came back because the plane had a fault.
The last issue I'd like to address is something that I told you about yesterday regarding a newspaper article reporting statements that you made.
Kula bang lafta min kacala ja wolong ngakul min foi nyala bangoto ko min be kom abe kibar kay tolto.
It is an article that we addressed during Mustafa Sisse's testimony yesterday, entitled IGP Calls for Loyalty to Prezi and the Nation.
Kibaro lo mimbe safiring kibar kaito ko Mustafa ya formule njame ko IGP wole ko loyal to the president.
The president.
Pour song president oma.
The article is dated the 1st of December 2008.
Article ni abesafiri ne 1st December 2008.
And it was authored by Hatab Fadera and Asan Sala.
And Mia Safi Olom Hatab Farera and Asan Sala Olomalas Fenko Nulia Safi.
It was following a donation of 14 vehicles that President Jammeh made, brand new pickups for the police force.
President Jammeh
pick up motor the
police or
so I will.
President Jammeh amunda pick up motor the police or pick up tanin nani wolio kumole safe.
So I will read out two sentences, two quotations from that to have your response on it. And the first one states, if you are not loyal to the president and his government of the day, you have no room within my force, because I will make sure that you are out of the police force. And it goes on to quote further. Quote you as saying, so if President Jammeh is dying for us, we should also die for him. Do you recall making that statement? And if yes, what did you mean by it?
State House.
When the vehicles were given at State House,
police carrier speak DJ.
In my police carrier, I never gave a speech.
It was Interior Minister may speak the State House. Vote of thanks.
It was the Interior Minister who gave that speech at the State House. In fact, he gave the vote of thanks.
Biriye motol distribute Interior Minister diamoda then ya jamea conclude mo mandi amot.
When the vehicles were distributed, the Interior Minister gave the vote of thanks, then Yaya Jammeh spoke. After that, nobody else spoke again.
Hachilota kanganyim for damen, barente kamen for always.
I cannot remember ever saying something like this, but what I always say
is promotion would be based on merit.
Promotion would be based on merit.
And we should be loyal to the president, who is the commander-in-chief, and the Republic of the Gambia, and to serve our people's interests.
I always say that President Jammeh is the commander-in-chief, and we should be, the Gambian people should be loyal always.
We should be loyal to the country.
We should be loyal to the country.
The Republic of the Gambia. We should
be loyal to the Republic of the Gambia.
I guess when he says it in English, there's no need to repeat it,
okay.
Unless you interpret it into Mandinka.
All right.
Please continue, Mr. Badjie.
The reason why I say that, every country you see has a leader.
And
any leader, any sitting leader, if he has not been ousted by elections, nothing else should have removed him. The way he came really was not correct. We all know, because we were all PPP. But when he came, what he did and what the former regime did that he ousted were so different that it was just like day and night. This TRRC never took place in the PPP time. What all he did,
for loyalty only to the president, to the Republic of the Gambia, because Nimbenkala every 5 years.
Because what I used to say is, what is important is loyalty to the Republic of the Gambia. So, because every time when I am swearing, if you
5
listen,
years.
every 5 years when I am swearing,
Ni very engaged la.
when they are re-engaging me, that's how I swear.
Anila bankoe.
I used to say that you should be loyal to your government and to your country. That's what I always say.
And lastly, in relation to the witch hunt incident that we've discussed,
And
we've received evidence stating that after some of the victims were released from Baba Job's compound, some of them were interviewed by Halifa Saleh. But then as a result of that, they were subsequently arrested by the police. And in fact, one of the witnesses said that they were taken before you at the police headquarters. After they had a discussion with you, you released them. What can you tell the commission about victims of the witch hunt incident who were interviewed by Halifa Saleh and then arrested by the police?
I'm asking, who are those people?
So this individual has not yet testified. I can give you the name of the person, but it's someone who was detained at Baba Job's house as part of the witch hunting exercise. After they were released from Baba Job's house, he and some other individuals were interviewed by Halifa Saleh. But as a result of that interview, they were arrested by a police officer from Banjulinding police station. And they were taken to police headquarters to meet with you. After they had a discussion with you, you released them. Do you recall that?
What I'm going to say, I'm just hearing that now. I was never aware of anything like that.
Yalong officer may arrest.
The officer who arrested them,
I don't expect that you would know the individual. No, I understand it, but officer may arrest.
But the officer who arrested them,
officer nyimfoeba ntengasi officer nyesi fasa confirm ko ye natin tella office.
I am ready to sit down with that officer and the person himself whether he will agree to say that they were ever brought to my office.
Ntella office is the IGP's office. Confrontation nenebuka keje or ka accused person arrest ka nati direct to my office.
My office is the IGP's office. No confrontation takes place there, and arrested people are not brought to my office. If it happens, then I wasn't aware, and it will be... I'm not aware of it. I'm not aware of it.
So the objective of the question is to find out whether or not you ever received a directive to arrest people who were interviewed by Halifa Saleh during the witch hunt incident.
What I could remember is there was a time Keba called.
Yeah, I have never arrested anybody. I have never directed anybody to arrest anybody. But there was a time when the big man called me.
I called Akonye Ngata Halifa Noma. I mold the record camcorder bab malon for camcorder le or what?
He told me to go after Halifa Saleh because Halifa had a recorder, whether it was a camcorder or what.
Yaya Jammeh ordered the Bira ordered the ransom for 1 week.
Yaya Jammeh gave that order, but I refused to carry it out for 1 week.
Up to the following week.
Up to the following week.
I ain't telephone, I ain't caution.
He called me and cautioned me
That ninga I meant for your nimbake.
that if he gives me a directive and I refuse to do it,
I will regret munati namba my wulu.
I will regret the day that I was born into this world.
And I will regret munana fanang mfitita nyin dunia kon.
I will regret for coming out into this world.
Biraya ofonye.
When he told me that,
Nga fon na family.
I told my family,
Nga fon koto mali.
I told my elder brother,
The following 2 days,
the following 2 days,
I called Kekoreke wato le wulta.
he called again. That was the time when I got
I
up.
called Sutole fa nga fo around 2, 3, 4.
He called me at night around 2, 3, 4.
Ntenin director, former director NIA, Ntata Halifa ya.
Myself and the former director of the NIA, we went to Halifa.
With one officer, Mal Nyinata Otola.
With one officer, I forgot his name.
Nko Halifa eko, nko ya akil na nata.
I told them to call Halifa, and he was called and he came.
Nka eko, President ya Jammeh.
I told him, President Yaya Jammeh.
Akunga na nge mutange samba NIA.
He said we should come and arrest you and take you to the
For
NIA.
mwale be mwole interview kamba.
Whether I don't know you were interviewing
For
people
munebe kere ntemalong.
or whatever was happening, I'm not aware.
Nka eko nge dani, puruntenga tara on the safe side, ntolbe.
I told him that I want to appeal to you so that we all can be on the safe side.
Nka anati na ngata to the NIA.
I told him bring it so that we can go to the NIA.
Yara fa watu Keba sent another pickup.
On the whole, Keba sent,
Yaya Jammeh.
Yaya Jammeh sent another pickup
Ka check whether
check.
the orders mba tamandila le fonta tamandila.
to check whether we were carrying out his orders or not.
Ntol nata for Churchillstown essence roto.
We came all the way to the Churchillstown petrol station.
Ngaje pickup lota with tinted glass.
I saw a pickup stand by with tinted glasses.
Molbe konoto ngaje lease jita.
People were on board the vehicle, but I saw Least disembark from the vehicle.
Lease then the former director of NIA Membanta.
He was the former director of the NIA. He is late now.
Halifa Besiri nkolisi ko alenye samba make sure fenkana muta keba ko aliadi tenje.
I told Liz, the big man said, you take him away. Halifa was sitting down, but make sure nothing happens to him.
Nkai ko ala samba ala office for somanda aliella mo abe mun directives ledina.
I told them to take him to your office till in the morning and wait for directives from him.
Kabo lungon tema mfellonje after nata mo ya samba court after a matter you withdraw ya release. No fana mo.
I later heard that he was taken to court, but from that moment, I didn't hear anything about it until I heard that he was taken to court, and later the case was withdrawn and he was released.
Thank you very much for answering my questions, Mr. Badjie.
Barka bake yenna ñin karol jabi ñami.
Ilumbara
Mr.
yenna
Badjie.
ñinin karolu jabi.
I will now hand over to the commissioners if they have additional questions.
Tilambe di la commissioner sonda ni ñinin karol soto.
Heka to demanding mfanambe appeal demanding.
You will get a chance to make a final
I
statement.
know, but ilanying last diamo. Natra is singing this particular person nati. Ntenga si tesi I see the officer mayor nati I see. Ibajela ko there will be no truth in it. Koya nati na office letter.
What I want to appeal here is the last question that you asked. If this person can agree to sit down, for me to sit down, and whoever is involved to sit down, so that we can clear up the matter. That's what I want.
We will follow up with this individual. Whenever we get additional information, we address it with the witness concerned to see what they have to say about it. So be rest assured that our investigations are always ongoing. Mr. Chairman, I hand over to the commissioners, and then Mr. Badjie wanted to make a final statement in Jola.
Chairman Seydou Felisa Mbadi Lalla, and Afana Belafla Kalakumakalabang for Nijola Kango.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Mr. Badjie, for your testimony.
Barakabake, Mr. Badjie, La Syria.
Commissioners, if you have any questions to
Commissioner
ask,
Sow.
please indicate. Yeah, Commissioner Carr, followed by Commissioner Kinte.
Commissioner Ka.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr.
Kabake,
BADJIE, I
Mr.
have two
Chairman.
questions to ask. The first is, what impact did your victimization have on your family?
Na ñini kar folo holo ñi mantoro ye min soto ten ay mune sabu il fangola ni la dimbaya
Mbuka parele kamura kan ning nsafo ya jame tela life la destroy.
I find it very difficult to go over these things or to repeat what happened. But what I can say, Yaya Jammeh destroyed my whole life.
Because birabente mutakang dillu lebembul dinkelul.
Because when he was arresting me, I had 5 sons.
Nadin keba mabe grade 6, 7.
My eldest son was at grade 6, 7.
Ite fango yalone amu loyalty sa.
You yourself know him, he's a lawyer now.
Bepare ndilla bango was 7 to 8 months.
My last child was 7 to 8 months.
Mbukandi ngolje konyante jela nyameng.
I don't see my children as I want to see them.
Bekaso kono.
I was in jail.
Hani nadimbal natam visit.
Even if my family members come for a visit,
prison officer is a confirm no. A military officer would abelola 5 meters aikido tilintani nadimbalga.
even the prison officers can confirm that. A military officer will come with a gun, he will stand 5 meters away and point his gun at me and my family.
Nadimbal nintefango traumatized.
Myself and my family, we were all traumatized.
Many more far.
Those who killed people,
New will be to visit la kiditibuka bule noma.
when they are going for visits, no man follows them with a gun.
Nin directives man taraje ikanyin kidol mentilintani nadimba ka tekela.
If there were no directives, those who point this gun at me and my family will not take place.
Mobeta makang sanji jama kujamal tinyatambala.
That went on for many years. So many things.
Mfota na dokola hani bimbe siring 9 years, 10 years.
I was sacked from my job. I'm now sitting down for 9 to 10 years now.
Andunga sanji mwane ke in the police neneman sanji mwane mfula neneman chachi to fangosoro in my police career.
I spent 22 years in the police and I even never got a charge sheet from the police. After that, wherever I go,
many yalong woman can style.
Those who know me, they know that that's not my style.
But men malo ekafole hai nyinim bandio lekadili nyine soronum that stigma hanibi wabembala.
Those who don't know me will say that this man is a criminal. He was dealing with criminals. I still have that stigma on me.
Dingol fanan the same thing.
My family, the same thing. My sons.
My kids.
Can I ask my second question? Oh, the second question is regarding the problems that you faced, or the problems that existed within the police during your time as IGP. Because part of our mandate is to look at the institutional failures or the institutional problems that led to the human rights violations that happened during the 23 years of Jammeh. So I just want to understand some of these problems.
Problem jamal min keta sako police kunda katun tola doko e min din tola wolon kan kol kis ka long isaje nga ko gibe mba ya marla nyame sa ngite be yemune sto be min fola molie police kunda mbetembo min to mun kulle nyanta tamalaji
to nyaadiata alay.
Truly speaking,
during the era of Yaya Jammeh la wato
Yaya Jammeh's era,
Yaya Jammeh la beti.
Yaya Jammeh was the soul and everything.
Ntol heads all.
We the heads of departments.
Mbejele to damarek.
We were just there in name, by name.
Billahi wallahi tallahi.
I swear by the 3 swearings in the name of Allah.
Atilim abeti. atela being control I meant for wole katama
He was everything. He controlled everything. Whatever he says, that's what takes place.
atele ma beti
He is everything. He is all.
nyindol mumo beje
All these others who were there,
tole rek
they are just there by name.
ning alatema Mr. Ka
Between me and Allah, Mr. K,
ni jita e ka fula alhamdulillah suto ibukasino
if you close from work, you will say, Alhamdulillah, thanks to God. But at night, you cannot sleep.
ni tata office photo always
If you go to the office,
isin kilingo be banta isin kilingo be konoto
always one leg is in the office, the other leg is outside.
yaya jamme
Yaya Jammeh.
atele ma beti
He is everything. He is all.
to nyadiata alay
Truly speaking, by
momo
Allah,
na teja men tumi
anybody who comes here, if he accuses
na ye
anyone,
tingani alatema
if he stands and tells the truth between him and God,
ngamen fali albajela
what I told you here, you will see it.
foni ko e ba ma ko la ka bag
Unless somebody wants to back or help him.
because nsafo Mr. Ka ntolbejele we are not independent
I say, Mr. Ka, we were there, but not independent.
mansa o sotono
We cannot carry out anything that we want to do.
hani interior minister memu boss o fango buka hani
Even the interior minister, who was the boss, he's always afraid.
kebane ne instructions do fango denanun konga ali arrest nga samba ya detained on a civil matter breach of contract at Basse.
He once gave me an instruction to go and arrest Ali for a breach of contract at Basse, so that let me go and arrest him and detain him.
Antuman Gela la loyalty.
Antuman Gay was his lawyer.
Mbalanta nga minister called minister katete hanyala kadiamu.
I refused, and I called the minister. But the minister said he's afraid to talk.
Mansonka Ali arrest for 1 week. The second week, NIA clear, NIA arrest ya Samba Basse, ya detained Basse police station.
I refused to do it for 1 week. But after the 1 week, he called the NIA. They went and arrested Ali and took him to Basse for 1 week.
And he told Fango it is purely civil, but more mahani in New York.
They all know that it was purely a civil matter. But none of them was afraid to defy him.
Denga advise Nkaeko talk to AG Puri Nyinsu for breach of contract. Amansong.
I talked to the AGs. I told them.
No, I talked to the president.
I talked to the president himself.
Purai AG's chambers use Wale Ali la company sue for not completing the construction of Basse Hospital and Kuntaru Hospital.
I told the president to use the Attorney General's chambers to sue Ali for a breach of contract for not completing the health center or the hospital at Basse and Kuntao.
But I mean responded to because number ma respect.
What he responded to me, I cannot say that here, because I have respect for my mother.
NIA tata arrest ya detained at the end of the day Antumani AG's chamber sue.
They went and arrested him. The NIA arrested him. But at the end of the day, Antuman sued the Aegis Chambers.
As Beri entered Samba prison, ye Aegis Chambers Pedro entered Damasu personally.
When we were there, when I was taken to the prison, they decided to change the matter and they sued the Yejumalesu. They withdrew the case. Yejumalesu.
He entered Malesu, claiming 26 million.
Claiming 26 million for me alone.
Alata kola former justice Babandin Jobate, I mata new stroke out sinya fula aka kosnye award then awaba biriwa ata finally we case nyin throughout akonye Mr. BADJIE. I could still remember antenyinala akonye this regime, if you are working for them they praise you, if you are out they put all sit on you.
Well, I thank former Minister of Justice Babandin Jobate. He refused he took the case out twice until after when our took over the case. she also, our boss, she also struck it out and said, Mr. Baji, when you are working for this regime, they will hail you, but the moment you are out, they turn against you.
And neo cost be check yen compensate men is roughly more than 50,000. Bring findita kaso konole ntata Minister of Jang, High Court, then you check out fango dinana world.
I was compensated for $50,000 for all this trouble, because in fact when I came out, I had to go to the High Court for them to take care of that, and that was the time I was given a check.
For Mr. Keba would give you instructions today. The next minute, Akama Foy, where would you start?
I will inform you with one thing today. The big man will give you instructions today. Tomorrow he will stand and say he has never given you instructions like that.
Senior officer kedola ntefanga melon sin kalini alquranotem.
He did that to me several times, and he did it to others several times, again and again and again. I can even swear to the Quran that this is what he was doing to us.
Thank you, Commissioner Kinte. You have the floor.
Mr. Baji, I have just a few questions. You told us after your arrest, your father, mother-in-law were arrested.
Mr. Baji, ndifana ngini karadantan nisoto. Iko kabri yete muta. Kabri yete muta ibota je na te fama muta ani bama ani ibitang.
And your wife.
Anila muso.
And you told us then your youngest child was only 8 months old, meaning breastfeeding. What was their fate, especially of the child, the small child? That's my first question.
Yena wife la fatherly arrest by the name Momodu Jallo abe London corner.
They arrested my wife's father by the name of Momodu Jallo. He's at London corner.
Yena wife arrest Atomu Sira Jallo ti.
They arrested my wife Sira Jallo.
Yena wife Doma arrest Bakilin Fakilin Atomu Pulo Jallo ti.
They arrested my wife's sister called Pulo Jallo from the same mother and father.
Yena alien yun be arrest ye detained ye.
The NIA arrested all of them and were detained.
Headed by Alaji Moore.
Headed by Alaji Moore.
Job.
Alaji Moore Job.
Ndingo.
My child.
Ntebe kasoto ntela kasoto ta.
I was in jail. My going to jail.
Womante sila.
I was not afraid of that.
Barenkomo nadimbayal.
But my family behind me.
Olentela problem otino.
That was my problem.
Because ndingol doya batale by then.
By me, because my kids were very small at the time.
Nkotoma was then a lieutenant colonel in the army, Usman Afelesire.
My elder brother was a lieutenant colonel in the army, Usman. That's him sitting here. We are from the same mother and father. Our father got only the two of us.
You'll be the next target. Because
I even told him, forget about me. Don't even go to my wife. Forget about my family. Because if you do that, you will be the next target. What is
senior officer promote as chief of defense staff?
What is more painful than they arrest your younger brother, incarcerate him in a jail, and they promote you to a lieutenant colonel at the same time? How can you do that job? What kind of job will you do?
Entire family barely traumatized.
My entire family, whole of them were traumatized.
Again, anata nisole famala koreto.
That was not all. Again, he said he saw a cow in my father's heart.
Akabe okela sadada inis yere fulanati na family balanta. Nkotoma koko alabula samba alinis yere muta. He brought two female cows because he said the cow he saw in my father's cow herd, he wants to make that charity. So he brought two female cows. Initially, my family refused. But I told them, no,
give them, take these female cows and give him the cow. Let him take it away.
Ate the same solo boja wole o nisol nata ento lanye niso samba bare bira samba.
The same solo
boja.
The same solo boja brought those 2 female cows and he took away the bull. But before they can make it charity, the bull died.
My other question is, how long have you stayed in the prison? Were you locked up in the prison?
Nas ñini kar flanjang wolom ye sangi jelle ke sorondula.
Mbe maximum security wing da manning ala naselo kono sanji lulu kari woro.
I was in the maximum security prison alone for 5 years, 6 months.
They come and arrest, ye prosecute. He can tell you what left.
People I arrested and prosecute. When I was incarcerated, those were the same people who were locked up with me.
Yentani wole bulaji for a prison officer dola hajo tinya ka fai ali ma kontongolong. Eko Obama intelligent bakirim fakiri. Wakantele support. You dismiss ya samba court ya fine heavily. Mumimpota salum farafenya koma malo muntole. Ntendene maolo ni wonene mande.
There was a prison officer. There was a prison officer called Ali.
Commissioner.
A police commissioner. They said that man had sympathies for me.
Related to him.
They said I was related to that man. They said I was from the same mother and father with that man's mother. So this is how they decided to destroy the man's career. And the man is all the way from Salum, whom I don't know. But they decided to destroy his career just like that.
Ya dismissed le hani biamantara doko la bepare ya samba court ya fined heavily.
He was dismissed, taken to court, and fined heavily. Up to now, he's not working. Officer. And he was a senior officer. Just because of me. I don't even know Ali. I don't go to the prison. When I close from work, I am at home. Or I am at the office.
Please, sorry.
Thank you. Deputy Chair, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, witness.
Barakabaki Chairman, Barakabaki Sedo.
We are sorry for your audio.
Bihakatula ila kuol mi alon ko ku dimbingol min ketela.
But I have a few questions.
The
The first one is in relation to the rumors that you had about the witch hunts in the army barracks and at the NIA.
Follow wolo ngunu ite mi moynu ngwa kuolo army barracks and in Fajara barracks.
Army barracks and NIA.
And in NIA, sorry.
You were a service chief.
Itemu police kewati.
And I would like to believe that you had good relationships with the service chiefs in the NIA and the army.
Andung belala nyina ko itini nyi police kebalo ini temol betiata numbakele.
Did you call your colleagues to confirm the rumors?
Foye monyol kumandi nele monyo kebal ke kumandi ko ngunu ngini ka kalo.
Make andunta kela andunte hanyela ngake ite bukalo ininjumale kadiamu.
I didn't do it, and I wouldn't have done it also, because you don't know whom you are talking to.
Ndol damangol system wonyin tatale to a point whereby service chiefs sol damangol kasobi nyolale.
The system went up to a level whereby we, the service chiefs, we are suspicious of one another. You don't know who is who.
Area, you don't call.
As far as they have come to your area, you don't call.
As ceremonial unit heads.
We were just there as ceremonial unit heads.
But
the person who controlled it, my sister, you are a Gambian, you know who was in charge.
I was still on rumors. You also had rumors about the witch hunts in the other offices and in the communities.
Inata ingun dol fana moy ko ngi buwa kul fana mbeke kan office dol kono aning na kabil dol
According to your testimony, the CIU did not provide you any information on those incidents.
Itela CDRO no iko CIU o mahani kibar le fangfoe.
But yet, they had sworn to protect the lives and properties of Gambians.
But hani fo be itol kalitale kaje ko banko dingol kanta.
How could they have done that if they were not investigating and letting you know what was happening?
Itol po kino la nyaadi le ni mangin ko kiskis ka ngin ko chika ka tandila ka sindima.
Mbare muso.
My sister.
Ni mam molong imalong.
If you don't know a person, you don't know him.
You can be a minister for so many years at the affairs of labor.
You can be a minister for so many years, but you will not have any business with each other. I'll tell you 3 positions.
IGP.
IGP.
Director NIA.
Director NIA.
Minister of Interior.
Minister of Interior.
Amaro Mandia, Ibe under command.
They are very difficult positions. If you are there, you are under command.
Ibe under command. Nyinsia yu nyama mafango. You attempt to investigate.
You are under command. The CIU, they are not even mad to attempt to do any investigation about that.
Yes, civil yela rights to le puruke la nyanto itandi ka demonstration ke silokan.
I think you yourself, you know your right, like that you have the right to demonstrate. Whom have you seen demonstrating on the road? We all know what happened here.
More than told.
The people whom we hoped on, who knew God more than us, who pray to the dead bodies. We saw all of them, we all saw them. Who among them had the daring mind to tell him, what you are doing, stop it? And we all hear what he was doing to imams. Nobody or whoever who came out to tell him that what you are doing is not correct. That's the bottom line. We shouldn't blame anybody. What happened when you agree is that. When you don't agree is that. But even if yourself, you were there, you know the system, you will agree with me.
Finally. Working hours are supposed to, we have fixed working hours. Is it normal for a superior officer to call anybody at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning?
Akakewal nyama puru nyatonko ay mo kumandi wato mi alonko mol jita doko wati tikere talam fula kata talan saba suto
kamu mosi fa kumandi
ka dokulalu
nyatonko nying ayalla dokulal kumandi talam fula kata talan saba nyol
bare muzo.
My sister,
doku e sartol le soto.
Every job has its rules.
But
the man with powers, if he didn't look at those rules, whatever he likes, that's what he does. What can you do? There is nothing you can do or say about it. We were there, but we were not ourselves. This is why I said all those who were involved in so many things, even the killings. May Allah protect us. Even yourself, if you were there, you might be involved in something which was worse than that. Working with that man is very difficult. Whatever I said here, if I tell lies against him, may Allah punish me. I'm not angry about him, against him. Is a big family. I will not swear by the Al-Quran and come and sit down here and tell lies. Because the family I am from, if you go to Fonyi, Kapakunda or Bajikunda, they will tell you or you will know where I hail from, but I will not sit down and tell lies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Commissioner Imam Jallow, you have the floor. Yeah, come.
Witness,
Sedo.
I want to ask you two questions.
The
first question is about Mustafa Sise,
Mustafa Sise la
that gallant police officer
wo so police so benyi
who stood firm by what he believed
milota pambanke alata minna
and refused to take any orders, no matter where they are coming from.
abalanta ka kangol ta mi alonko abota dawda te ala hajutije.
If there were 20 more officers of the armed forces of the Gambia
ni atara mo mo bijele mi alonko police ol mi alonko ibe Gambian olom
who took the same stance,
mi alonko wol fanan be lorin ne kate lota nyame,
what do you think would have happened?
yemu de mira wala be kelano
Bi mo be sila ke aitandi.
But today, every man will show his manhood.
Bare kunung
But yesterday,
ning alatema.
between me and Allah,
Mustafa mala ke aitandi.
Mustafa didn't show his manhood. And
Abala balango kelalle.
he refused.
Ning alatema nkawle fu ntol police
I'm saying
kidi ten tol bulu.
between me and Allah, we policemen, we don't have arms.
Gamira kidol be soja rol lebulu.
The soldiers were the people with arms.
Ning Gambia nol fanan keta no ngania kilin kono kombe kolya men kono ka bondi mbe fintita.
If Gambians were together having one intention, we all came out.
Gamira the average civilian population wala siata police wol ni soja rol beti.
And I think the average civilian population was more than the police and army.
Itolma hanyi dame.
Where they were afraid to come out.
Police Jumale Bala life risk la or any security officer Jumale Bala life risk la.
Which policeman or security man will dare to risk his life?
Nsa fwe yaja mebirai bankota to date.
I'll
To
tell
tell
you,
a time.
Jame, when he took over this country to date, during my time,
The 15th or the 16th IGPT Dolbeje what
I think I was the 15th, I am the 15th or the 16th IGP. Somewhere there,
ni mala wala eta headquarters ibena talol jela.
if you don't believe that, go to headquarters, you will see the pictures there.
Ateleke hire aye fire.
He hires them and fires them.
And I can see TV to akafo mbe buried la 6 feet, 9 feet deep. Namire ka omwe.
And he sits over the TV saying, I will bury you 6 feet or 9 feet deep. If
Jumali
you look
nene
at
lota.
TV,
Alpha Jumal ne lota Gambia kataya ajame akafa e come for stop.
which elder ever came up or stood up and went to Yaya Jam and tell
Wala
him,
nang
stop what
kote.
you are doing?
Haina fal ntenga respect le. Dino leng.
This is why I said I respect Hannah Fall.
Wo muso.
That
No
woman,
respect back.
I respect her very well.
Kata ate lota le. I
Because-
can ningwa challenge.
She stood up in front of the man himself and challenged him.
Ning mo Jamal beje almame Jamal ning pastor Jamal lota nu yokenu nyimbete kala.
If many imams and pastors stood up at the time and did what she did, some things happened, they will not take place.
Nyinkuo mo kana mo blame. Nyinkuo be mu ya jamel. Be
This-
mahani.
let's not blame each
Alata.
other.
Ay,
This
am
thing
funyoy.
all was committed by Yaya Jammeh. Let's have faith in God and forgive each other.
My next question is,
nyinkar flanjango wala
you stood in front of the aircraft
ite lota kulunti la nyato
and you with the intention to stop it from flying off.
ngani yo soto kaje ko kulunti la nyankanati
Where were the civil aviation authority officers
ni
who
civil
are supposed to do that task?
of authority officers wala be no mun tole
And why didn't they do that?
ko be tolle bulum ne tol manga okay
Ibebe lori ngamen fo e moma hanyala bot ntes bal dane la commissioner ali the present chief of protocol kilnani alaji Martin Jang aba
They were-
confirm la ali en kamen fali.
They were all there standing and seeing. But I am appealing to you, you can call the present Chief of Protocol, Alaji Sise, and Alaji Martin. You can call them here, and they will confirm this.
Anu minister kotol bebe janne diplomats dolbe ja hanibi
And-
ali nyininka ngamen fo tonyale nin tonyante
And-
fengo fendi ada commissioner yake.
There were some ministers who are still around, who were ministers in those days, plus other diplomats and other senior officers. You can find out if I am telling lies. anything can be done to me.
Is
If
we are going to use the pretext of fear to cow us down to the point where no one will shake, people will not obey their utterances and they are swearing to their tasks. What advice do you have for people who are in the army now and who are going to join the armed forces of the Gambia?
There was no Minister of Defense.
At that time, there was no Minister of Defense. We had an interior minister.
But the system was not independent.
But the system was not independent.
Every 5 years.
We used to swear every five years. But what we used to swear, there were some things which are brought into the affair, and you cannot say no. If you say no, Imam, a big problem comes upon you.
At the end of the day, mile two with false charges and torturing.
With all my defiance to him, where later I found myself at mile 2 under severe torture.
With false charges.
With false charges, yes. I was there. I didn't see anybody. Those who I even defended, I stood for them. I never saw even one of them to come and visit me.
Imam.
It I understand. You will not understand.
Thank you. Commissioner Samba, followed by Imam C.
Commissioner Samba, Imam, followed by Imam C.
Esa, the question I want to ask is, you said if I hear you louder and clear. You were operated at the RVTH.
You operate RVTH, Loptanoto.
You were asked to go to the private block.
Private block.
And you refused, you go back to the prison.
Prison.
How was your treatment carried out?
What you said, that's what happened.
I prefer, if I'm to die, let me die in prison to have a proper burial.
Okay. What I prefer is to die in prison and have a proper burial than being at that place. Let me die just like a fowl.
No concept because manke toilet member tama kangalon.
That's the concept I had, because what was going on, I knew. What all they are planning against me or for me, I knew. That's why when they took me there,
Muta prison the police clinic member for 3 months. When
I went back, they took me to the prison clinic. I spent 3 months at the prison clinic. Sometimes they used to bring me to the RVTH and take me back.
Prison clinic for 3 months.
I was there at the prison clinic with Bunsane. In fact, he had eye problems. Up to the time he had to go and operate his eyes.
Former director of drug squad.
Former director of drug squad also had his eyes operated on. Myself, where I am, if I even look at the mobile phone, I cannot recognize the numbers unless I use lens.
Target o mbare muso.
The target, my sister.
Mbama mbaja ila baki ani mfama ni mbadi ngol ani monyi mal menye duake.
I want to praise and extend thanks to my mom and dad and the good people who prayed for me. Without that, I wouldn't have been here.
Menyente operate kilingo is called Lucas Jata.
Those who operated me, one of them is called Lucas Jata.
Akabe stayed in Dipakundale.
He was staying at Dipakunda, a short man.
Mo beteba aning one police doctor, Dr. Jamba of America.
Very good man, that short man, plus one police officer, Mr. Jamba. He's now in America.
Dr. Jamba, well
Dr. Jamba, they operated on me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Imam C.
Esa jërëjëf ñu ngi lay nuyu
sa baraka mbe kontonkan
de la gërëm ci leeral bi nga leeral nii
ke tentu anin ke jay ñi sen yandiro ye min ke mol ye jang
ak métit bi nga jaar
anin dimo de tambita min
plus the pain that we went through.
toogu bi nga toogoon toogu boobu dafa tàngoon trop.
The seat that you were sitting on was a very hot seat.
Yàlla moo la muccal.
It was God who helped you and protected you.
So do loolu doo fi wax tey.
Without that, you wouldn't have been here to talk today.
Ak li nga nettali nii.
And what you just revealed here.
Dafa am ñaari laajte li may laaj.
I have two questions.
ñoom ndure yooyu mbile yooyu kan moo leen doon lapito ci nit ñi pol yooyu. gan yu fe ñëwoon.
Those Fula marabouts, who was doing their translation for them?
Wati do solo ka kele wati do kedo beje wo fanan ka kele.
Sometimes Solo used to translate for them, but they came with another man who sometimes takes over the translation.
Même fango la translator ti wo fango bejele.
Their translator, the man who in fact was their translator, was there. He also wore these red things as the other marabouts. He can speak Wolof. When the man talks to me in Fula, he will interpret it to us.
Solo degana Paul.
Can Solo speak Fula?
Solo akakumadol fonyele from Fula to Jola language.
Solo used to tell me some things, translate some things from Fula to Jola. When he came with these people there. But they have their own translator there who was talking to us in Wolof. Even when we were swearing, we had to swear in Wolof. The second question.
Kim Tuma Leon Sachana Wakalis Jibril.
The man he accused for stealing his money, Jibril.
Kalis Binyata Laon.
How much was that money?
Limko Tumi Hamga Mom defa Johon Jibril defa Davdondi Jenda Gerte Kanila Ame Sekobi.
What he accused Jibril of was he had a seko at Kanilai and he used to buy groundnuts.
Jibril Mode Jenda Gerte Mujoko Halis Bubari.
Jibril used to buy those groundnuts and he gave Jibril a lot of money. And he also gave him rice which Jibril was selling.
Halis Bobu Mom Limdondi claim Lufarir is about roughly 2 million plus or 1 million plus. One time you recover 1 million plus.
One he was claiming was 2 million or 1 million or 2 million plus, but we recovered over 1 million from Jibril's office. How did he end up? Just what I said. Nobody agrees with him. When he went to court, he pleaded guilty.
You take go.
They jailed him. It was very painful to me. I cannot do anything in it. I tried to even appeal for him. Those who agreed with me to appeal on his behalf, when we reached there, they all pulled out their heads and left me alone. How are you? I was, well, the witness said he's still sick. We extend thanks to you for the forgiveness you have just said here, the people that you forgive.
Thank you very much indeed. Mr. BADJIE, If you have any closing remarks to make, you may proceed. I have just 2 small points that I think you can include in your closing remarks. It was not easy for me to pigeonhole you throughout your testimony this morning and this afternoon.
Amansono yambulu puru nga idetendi ila sede aro kono somanda kana nyintil bulokan.
Victim, perpetrator, defender of justice, brave man standing up to Yajame, not obeying orders that he's given you. And the difficulty of pigeonholing was compounded in answering questions that counsel was putting to you. You were very skillful in presenting different sides of the same answer. And for me, in the context of your preamble, which was Tonya Diata Ale, you said Tonya Diata Ale this morning. I was counting 89 times. And this afternoon twice. But in the context of that, so I was a bit not clear as to where I should categorize you. You have really presented, I mean, in areas, all these points that I mentioned, protective justice, those people who were going to be treated unjustly, you refused them to go ahead with that kind of order. So the 2 points or 3 points Imam Jallo referred to fear. That was going to be my third point, but I would mention it in any case, just in case you have a view on that.
Kufula for Saba, Imam Jallo Minfo, Isewol Kela Kumalabangolto, Sila Mialonko com Silang Kulam, Isabella Diamol Kononi, Bella Kumakangol Dila Jamamulla.
The 3 points are enabling an authoritarian ruler. The other one, motivated by fear. And the third one is not carrying out illegal orders. But all this in the context of the chief police officer of the land. So after that long preamble, here are the points that I want to find out from you. When should an IGP enable an authoritarian ruler? And when should the IGP not enable an authoritarian ruler?
IGP nyanta sembela maralla makoila mintole wala IGP nyanta sembela maralla nyanta balanna sembela maralla bulu tukunjumaleto.
The second point, when should the IGP be motivated by fear and not do things that wants to do, as you had indicated at the very beginning of your testimony this morning, that there were things you couldn't do them because of certain fears.
Do munyineti ko silanya ko mun kulle sake bu silanya sasabu hanifo isiko dol ke men ya lon ko silanya le kawol dundi kono ko ya funu nyami nyi somanda.
And then the third, last point, is when should the IGP flatly disagree or refuse to carry out illegal orders?
Sabanjang wolem, tukunjumalem IGP nyanta balana, puruka kolu ke menia lonko kangolem yebula menna, bari nyil mukukurunguleti ye balang purukeke.
If you don't mind responding to this in your closing remarks, please proceed now to make the closing remarks.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Be Commissioner Contona and Lead Council Nalamul.
My sincerest greetings to the commissioners and the lead council and all the councils and all present.
Journalists
and all those present here.
Mr. BADJIE, sorry to interrupt you. I'm being reminded that you wanted to do it in Jola, so I'm getting an indication from the interpreters that I should ask you if you want to still do it in Jola so that they would take position.
Okay, njomwe safi bukana tu kamidire.
My sincerest greetings to everybody present here.
Di bukana kami kajikera ke TRRC.
To all those here who are looking at the TRRC.
Njomwe saf ko tu.
My greetings to all of you.
Titerombe de mitay.
Between me and Allah. What I said here. That's the truth.
Because emite regnically.
Because I fear nothing now except Allah.
Nurodok dani fanao ya jamme.
I worked for this man, Yaya Jamme.
Na kano IG bare wana kana mbukana tu kujijog.
Kabrim IGP nu barka ay mimbe ken na mobe yajele.
When I was the IG, what he did to me, everybody saw it.
Ko waniregem always anifana wana kam bukana kola foni.
Kom ka funu nyame wate nangin keba ay minken tolla mol la foni.
Just as I used to say, what he did to our people at Foni,
amustaka wa division yokon in the Gambia babe.
Division killing Gambia jam.
He didn't do that kind of thing to any other division in the Gambia here.
Bukana koni kujukutum Foni.
Mol mi alon koy mela mol je Foni.
People who didn't see their people in Foni.
Yo fanka jupo compared to other regions.
Is far more than what happened to other people in other regions.
Bukana kola kunifana kola kala kono mansa kundae kanifana kulum makesor.
Na kebalu na nyaton kolo minu benu nyaton kayala watu mansa kunda doko wala mansa na keba ay minu soron.
Our people who were working in the government, the people that he locked up, our elders.
Ko kufanka jupwe division yani mofaume.
Division was more than what he did to other people from other divisions.
Nimamang ano la konkainte nora nujodi hachileli jambu jodi funya fole.
Laftale momo be la mweka itani hakilola ikanatani jusola.
I want to remind everybody listening to use to be cautioned, but don't take things angrily.
Anifana wanaka mofaume.
Nangin keba president ya jemme ay minke na banko kono jang.
The president, former president Yaya Jammeh, what he did to the people of this country.
Nje ni yamfu dibukana tu kanagam ni yamfu kuyete mite ni yamfu.
Nte yamfatale ani hali mol mi yentelipa yamfate alala kola.
I have forgiven him, and even those who beat me, I have forgiven them all because of Allah.
Ban njombo nalawe bukana kola.
Saimbeda membenna mol ndole danika.
Now I am appealing to my own people.
Njani bibi TRRC ana force auto mi bil TRRC.
Ntefele nada TRRC and momente force prunga na TRRC.
I came to the TRRC, but nobody forced me to come to the TRRC.
Ana jail tom, ana harasu tom, ana nagu tom.
Momente ning Moman malundi, moman lipa.
Nobody insulted me, nobody shamed me, and nobody beat me to come here.
Ujuja ebilembo tate.
Nyaje nata jang.
The reason why I came here,
Baba kasankene kaonkun karesa kumbo mfwebi mirekset.
Asotuta le minun fana ise diaro ke jandi en tofule. Waliati na nata purka kana kumol sen yandi fay sen ya set.
people came here before me, witnesses talked about me, and my name was mentioned. This is why I said, let me come and clear up everything.
Njombo na laweru.
Mbal danikam.
I'm appealing to you.
TRRC tapale ledo.
TRRC tapale tiji.
TRRC, there is no fraud here.
Anun kuleb de rip an purka kaje an tonya ku mange beka jumen.
Andu mantra ka mol no ma purka kaje ko ketinya. Ilafta ka tonya le sabatindi na Bangkoka.
They are not after everybody to tarnish your image or to witch hunt. They are here to establish the truth of what happened in this country.
Tonya e bajojat.
Nin tonya sotota.
If there is the truth,
then kayam fora panku ngolen ku kan tilinge kanjat anu rekja wa mediaw.
Isaje ko nyoseyo nyimbe kilale nim tilingo tamata.
When the truth is established, then we will be able to forgive one another, to reconcile.
Ni mama me simeta sawunya bukana kola sumudbo.
Ngalo ningi sangi dantangol bintambita na molia gemandia.
I knew that within these past years, our people, where they live, things were very bad for them.
2017 B18 baba incidents ya jupo ya kamifuni.
Kabo 2017 kata 418 kujamal keta fonyi.
A lot of things happened in Fonyi from 2017 towards 2018.
Bare njenene jiyam fuatu mu katabo tu.
Bare nteko.
Mujikerale mitai.
Ngayam fu ko bela. Well, staje nganana nga kotu alabulumbe ngana kekilingolti.
What I am telling them is, let's forgive one another. Let's forgive and forget and put our faith in Allah so that we can come back together and have this reconciliation.
Because yaya jame wana kami achila cheba kane difugo fola.
Katu yaya jamate minki adamale yake kunklingole nyinko walbeke.
Because what Yaya Jammeh did was done alone by him alone and nobody else. It was him alone.
Bare bukpo kala konya baba kuchen le ko tude bare kuchen po sankile ya Jammeh yoku ngaru manku nagula kujola giamfua.
Bare nyi modol fana mi alon ko be siri amanke beti de ibe buso ya Jammeh minta itul fana bolta ka yejo bara manke beti oto nga yamfa.
Because what Yaya Jammeh did, well, there are people who took revenge on others, but it was all caused by Yaya Jammeh.
Not all of them.
Not all of them were guilty. Let's forgive each other, come back together, and become one.
The
work I was doing was very difficult.
Bare Interior Minister Omma Bosambo Dani Fanao. Bare Wahuchen Wobo Anumanje Fire Ekan Lakwe Saimbo.
Ye nyaton kaya dinna bare Interior Minister olantala bosti anding President Yaya Jammeh. Par kudol bi yelen tafon ka kele bara manken testa woti.
I was given a leadership of the police. The Interior Minister was my boss, and Yaya Jammeh was the president. But there were many things which I do, which were even against my own will.
Yomi Esofe Halifa Sala Uyu Dika Alawa Kufle Kabin Karanen Abe Kebukanak Mi Alawi Mankuranen Dungi Baju to Sembe.
Olom Halifa Sala la nyim mutongi anin kan nyim fulolu bulaye nanang kamol mutaka mol mindi nyimbo akola amanya ko taman le bare feretenna.
The arrest of Halifa Saleh and to allow these full strangers to come here and give certain concoctions to our people. Things were all against my will, but I have no choice.
Moka nene nibim jebarege mansen yaset. kuye yanku wankanya kuye gabarai.
Walatina nko purunga nana ngandanku. Ngana kuul sen yandi fay sen set nyin ku fulolu yen to fodame.
This is why I said let me come here and clarify everything that was done and said about me, my case.
Njomo na laweru.
Mbal danikang.
I'm appealing to you.
Manju jukara TRC me ebibi puruke ekane bukana dula dokone.
Na TRRC jibe ko mollo min nata pour kam molbe sey nyokan.
Let's look at the TRRC as a uniting force.
Mu mangali mu aksepali.
Nge kano nge ta.
Let's love them and hold them.
Njomo na lawe bukana kumbon kubade ngom de Gambia tu.
Ben badingol konton kan nam dani kan namolo. Ani Gambia to mabe.
I'm appealing to my own people and the whole of the Gambia.
Kurima kaniregenya ne kantu me kujola ni regende nene Gambia tu nende reg Gambia tu Canada kon.
Anu men ko makan fana min foka man ko mba fokan jolal dam male badingol de bare mba fokan Gambia to mabe.
All what I'm saying here is not only for my relatives, the Jola people. What I'm saying here is for the whole of the Gambia.
Mofa mutiti titi famfam.
Nangimbanko doyata bakele.
Our country is a small country.
Fitne ejako de mofam.
Fitno man betia bankoto.
Civil crisis is not good for any country.
Njomo na lawe ku Gambia na tu epu banyun be koina.
Otombe Gambian kol be dan la ka bok Banjul for koina.
I'm appealing to the whole of the Gambia, from Banjul to Koina.
Ujikera TRRC, it belongs to we the Gambians.
Na TRRC jibe ko inatan tolle.
Let's look at the TRRC that it belongs to us the Gambians.
Because bokala konya di tabule tu anakantu apulo mof muchen ko tu babe ko wale ko tu di ula tu nureare di mofawme
kat niya yibe nyimol mbe sirin tabulo ko amanga ko mobe ko no min botalam bantala banko be Gambia len be letam Gambia.
If you look at the setup sitting at this table, the people sitting down here, none of them is a foreigner here. They are all Gambians. They all come from within the Gambia.
Njomo na lawe Gambia tu mu Canada kon mu supporta TRRC.
To mbe Gambia ko be dani la pour nga nyomuta nga ngin TRRC nyim makoy.
I'm appealing to all Gambians. Let's come together and also support this TRRC.
Frema fumbo tate fure.
Ninga kumule soto adanta janne ala baraka.
Well, this is what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. BADJIE, for those closing remarks.
Mr. BADJIE,
we'll resume our proceedings tomorrow, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you very much indeed. Meeting is adjourned.